night, Carlos and Jay, alright. Talking love so bright under the studio lights. Dating tips galore, they're never a bore. Laughing till we're sore, tuning in for more. Love in black and white, they keep it loose and tight. Putting love back in sight with every funny bite. Relationships they break from real to all that's fake. These guys never flake, always make you stay awake. Love in black and white, Carlos J take flight. Keep your love in mind so right, every single night. Through laughter, tears and fears, they've gotten us for years. With jokes and all that's dear, our love's clear. Through laughter, tears and fears, they've gotten us for years. With jokes and all that's dear, our love's clear.
Hey, God damn, look at that fade. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Love in Black and White, where each week we try and put the love back in you. Right? Yeah. I'm one of your hosts, Big Irish Jay Hollingsworth, and as usual, we have the co-host, the Black de Bergerac,
The Black de Bergerac. We just switched
Sergio de Bergerac.
Yeah, I know who he is.
Okay. You should hit him up about getting a better fucking attitude over there. My co-host, the host with the most. He's part-time famous, full-time funny, Carlos Anthony.
What is happening? We in the building.
We in the motherfucking building. You were about to say that, but you suck.
I was trying to pace myself on trying
On
to
the
do better
song.
in my life.
I'm fucked then. We got a big show. We got a big show. It's the biggest. It's the best.
All right, it's been real. Goodbye.
Fucking yuck. All right. So we got a bunch of topics on here. I said the ones you have on here, Carlos. I got some. I added a couple. You probably maybe not seen them. I don't know.
I saw him.
Okay.
No, I really didn't see him.
Well, here. Okay.
To me.
We'll start with mine, and then because you don't know them. So I consider myself having, very influenced by my grandparents, being raised by, bouncing around and living with my grandparents a lot. I feel that I'm very chivalrous, old school, opening doors, all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I think you are too, right?
Absolutely.
Now, are your sons, would you say your sons are?
100%.
Okay. And
100%.
have they ever talked to you? I'm so curious with how that comes off dating now for like people that are their age, for young people.
I don't date anybody their age.
I'm saying, have they said anything like, yeah, Dad, I opened a door for a girl and she looked at me like I was crazy or something?
Well, it's interesting because obviously they haven't seen me run a plethora of women around, but they know how I treat women. And so It's interesting because one of their mother called me the other day, and I guess the oldest had a little party he was going to, and he pulled up to his friend's house. One of his friends is a girl, to take her to the party. And he said, yeah, I called her to tell her I was out here. And I was like, what?
Okay. All right, here you go.
No, you get yourself out the car and go to the door and introduce yourself to her parents and make yourself known, and you wait and you walk her to the car. He was like, well, she's just a friend. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You're taking a young lady with you to a party, then this is what you do.
You're responsible for her.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And so it was an interesting conversation because, again, they've always known where I stood on how to treat women and how you're supposed to to be cordial and open the door. As a matter of fact, when we all out and about together, if we are going into a building and I see a lady come in, I'll back until one of them get the door and the other one stand out the way and let her go through, and then we'll go through. But those are just those little things that you start putting into their heads early in life so that they know, hey, this is the normal. This is just what we do.
Yep. I agree 100%. And like there was one time there was a girl that I was opening just like you said, I open doors. If you're female, I'm opening the door for you. Or if you identify as female, whatever, we're inclusive here.
Now, do you hold on? But do you do that for your female friends? Because
yes,
I've gotten into a weird space like that before. I was like, this is my home girl. Do I go open her car door for her? Okay.
Yeah, I do. Well, I do. I just that's yeah. It is sometimes though. It can if it's like I'm trying to think of who's a female friend of ours god damn, I can't. Jocelyn, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're cool with Jocelyn. Jocelyn's married,
Mm-hmm.
and we're friends with her. Right. But sometimes it does almost like in that scenario, you go to open the door, and I think almost like in the back of your head, be like, oh. Yeah, no, I do that. Yeah, I do that. I'm supposed to do that,
I've definitely had the moments of pause where I'm like, do I do this?
Yeah.
And sometimes I just got to and I'm just like, hey. But then I also feel weird about it because, again, you're trying to recognize that these are women and that you're trying to be cordial. You're trying to be a gentleman at all times. So I'm gonna have to, for myself, I'm gonna have to do a better job with that when I'm around my female friends, because I just assume it's almost like one of the homies. Yeah, all right, just get in the car.
Yeah, I don't know. I've that's always how, and also like I walk on the inside or like the street side and all that stuff, and I just I was about 99% sure that you were handing down these things to your son.
100%.
I just was
absolutely.
It's so interesting, there was a girl though. I remember this is probably 15 years ago though, but I was going to I was walking over to open her door, and as we're walking over there, she kind of looked at me. She goes, "What are you doing?" I was like, "Opening your door," and she goes, "Why?" And I just went, so you can get in the fucking car.
Yeah, and I've had that, which is, I mean, it goes to also show that a lot of women aren't used to that. And I don't know how many women you've dealt with that have been like that, where you're like, what you doing? But I've had it happen. It's the one-off occasion. I'm like, yeah, okay, I see you haven't been treated like a woman before. Or regularly, I shouldn't say before, or regularly enough that you recognize what's happening here. It's just being a gentleman. That's all.
Yeah, it's so funny. Like, I mean, you'll see. I mean, it's weird because probably how we both were raised, this is all just second nature to us. Like it's not even like a thought, but like I'll see. What up, crazy cutie? You'll see people like women that their man might be sitting in the passenger seat of a car and the woman's out pumping gas, and you're like,
you took the words right out of my mouth. You like, God damn, dog, come on, man.
I know. It's just it's good to know though that like it's not getting lost, that there are some men out there handing it down to future generations, because I mean I don't know any other way. Like, to me, it's just how it is. It's yeah, like crazy cutie. When she was in Chattanooga, or like if I was like, I'll walk, like when you did Jay Reed's show, and Essence was there, comic, right, local comic, and we were all leaving, and I was like, well, I'll walk you over to your car, because that's just what you do.
It's the right thing to do.
Yeah, it's at night. It's a big parking lot, so that's what I'm going to do. That was my first topic I was curious about, because I was just talking in chivalry, and I was going to say, like, if I was in Chattanooga, if I was walking Crazy Cutie to her car, I'd open her door. We're talking about opening doors, Crazy Cutie, whether it's for somebody you're dating or just a female friend in general. It's like walking when a male and they don't walk on the roadside. We just talked about that.
Yep.
Yeah, on the inside. Yeah.
But it's something I would hope, but that's also based off of our upbringing, and that there are a lot more men that are doing that still, because it's a dying trait, I would say, in today's current world, unfortunately. But I hope that some of these young men just kind of pick up on it, because again, that's how you kind of get recognized by women, by how much of a gentleman you actually want to be, or you going to be, and you're in that moment. So it's important. It's critical. It's definitely critical.
I agree. Next question, or next topic I had on here, Carlos. So let's say there's a listener or somebody who watches the podcast. Maybe they're in Vegas, or maybe they travel a lot with work, right? And let me read this. Crazy Cutie said, "Oh yeah, okay, I hold the door for everyone. Like when I go to the stores, and if it's a guy, I say, don't ever say a woman didn't do something for you. You're crazy. You crazy, cutie." So yeah. So somebody listens to the podcast, watches it. That they live in Vegas, or they travel all the time with work to Vegas, and they've taken a liking to Carlos. How would somebody approach you? What would be the best way? Fucking fix your eyebrows. What would be the best way? I'm trying to get you fucking laid up in here, Carlos. I know you don't care. Like if it happens, it happens. But what is like the best way a woman could approach you? Both in person and sliding in your DMs. I know you're on the spot because you had no idea about this.
Shoot, man, it's been so long since I didn't had that happen. Again, I think it just has to be organic. I mean, you don't have to come off aggressive, but in the same token, if you're interested, which again, I always try to be the initiator of that. But if not, in this particular case, in this scenario, if you're initiating it, I mean, you can let me know, so that way I know where you stand and what you hit me up for. Because I don't know, is this idle chatter? Or are you just talking, or are you wanting to see where this goes? And so, just got to be yourself. I mean, that's all. It ain't too much to this over here.
Be yourself and direct. Like, establish why they're hitting you up.
Yeah,
because I'm not. Go ahead.
I just really don't. As you know, we've had this conversation on numerous occasions. I just don't have time for the mandatory time wasted. If you just beating around the bush and you really want to get to know me, but you like, I don't know what to say, then I'd suggest you say it. And then let's see where it goes. Let's see where it goes from there, because then I want to be honest with you and not waste your time either. And we just talking just to be randomly talking about something. So I don't know.
What's funny is I never worked it out, but when I was single, I was trying to put together a joke about how, like with dating, I was like, I wish you could just start in the relationship. Fuck all this other horse shit. Let's just get into it. And I used to also have a joke. I only did it a couple times, but I'm like women, if you really want to know a guy on the first date, at the very beginning of the date, just go, hey, just so you know, we're going to have sex at the end of the date. So I don't want any of that pressure. So let's just enjoy our evening and this and that. And you will, if the guy knows like, oh, I'm having sex, then you'll probably get the true him.
I mean, that would be different. That would be very different. So you're saying this before you do this ordering of the food, I'm just letting you know, I'm gonna let you hit this.
Yeah. Can you imagine?
Shit. Get what you want.
Yeah, exactly. Fuck. You want something to go? You want to get
you sure you want to eat it here? We take it home.
Can you imagine that? Like you have whatever planned. You're gonna do a show, dinner and a show. And as you walk up to her door, knock on it, and oh, you look beautiful. Oh, thank you. Hey, just so you know, before we get in the car, I just want to let you know. And right there, when you hear that, in your first thought is going to be like, oh, fuck,
here we go.
She goes, I just want to let you know, really looking forward to tonight, and we're gonna have sex at the end of the night. So I don't want you to stress about that. Like, Are we going to have a kid? Blah, blah, blah. Let's just have fun and know that at the end of the night, we're going to have more fun. I would be like, do you want to just get married?
But now, what if she added the addendum now? But now it's up to you to see if we keep this agreement. I already told you. I told you this is what's going to happen. Now you got to be on you still got to be on your P's and Q's because you can fuck yourself out of this too.
No, not if she says that it's on you to dictate if it's still going to have sex or not. It takes even more of the pressure off. Like, because I'm like, I get to decide in all this. What?
Well, some dudes are turning into a dick and then be like, well, shit, I'm just going. I'm really show the real me now, and I'm just going because I already know I'm getting it. So.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You would get to know the real guy, and a woman can say no at any point if she wants. True. So so if you really want to know a guy, just go, hey man, no pressure. We're gonna have sex later.
That would be fucking hilarious.
No,
matter of fact, that'd be a good thing to tape. Or be a good case study to see if somebody could record that and just see how that interaction goes moving forward. With the unknown, the dude is unknown. How he's going to respond to it and just see what happens.
Yes. Oh man,
that'd be amazing to see.
It's so fucking crazy. And I'm thinking about the thing about people sliding in your DMs, and we've gone over before, like what you're attracted to and this and that.
Well, that's actually happened recently. And I mean, yeah, that a couple people did slid in.
You tell.
So, well, and the conversation still goes on, but again, I think from that perspective, then you are really getting to know somebody because you're forced to have conversations versus actually being physically in the same space consistently like that. So that's been interesting because a couple of them I've been like, well, it's only been two that's actually that I'm like, the more we talk, the more I'm getting turned off by what's going on in your world. And I don't want the drama. I don't want the negativity that you're dealing with. Even when you're trying to speak them into saying, okay, well, shoot, this is going to be better. Let's look at it this way. It's too much. I'm too much. So
now
I'm distance myself real slowly, but quickly.
Okay, now I know your jokes. What up, Anthony Bolton?
What's happening,
Anthony Bolton? I remember last time I think I said Michael's brother, right?
Yep.
I think that's what I said, and I was like, "It's a stupid joke," and I'm sure you've never heard it before, Anthony. And now I'm doing it again because I'm a fucking hack. So I was going to ask you. I was going to say I know your jokes, or your stories, your storyteller that you tell on stage. Have you ever had either sliding into your DMs or approaching you to your face, dude?
Oh yeah. And it's
you're like,
it's bizarre, but because I'm cool like that, and I'm comfortable in my own manhood. I don't have to worry about, hey man, what the fuck you talking to me like that for?
Right.
They haven't been over the top. They ain't been aggressive like that.
I
just
had
like,
one.
hey, shit, I'm trying to see if you in that world. No, I'm not in that world, but I appreciate
it's just, yeah, exactly. Like I've had it happen a couple of times, and one was fucking aggressive, and just like you said, like, I just take it as a compliment. Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
Now I'm straight. I'm not bi, and not curious or anything. But thank you, I appreciate it. But there was this one dude, this fucking guy, like asked if I don't remember because this like all the details because this is probably like 8 or 9 years ago. But asked if I was gay. I was like no, and then he's like, "Are you sure?" And I was like no, and that would have been cool, But then he was like. He was like hinting and saying like little slick shit about like how big was I and all this shit. And I was like, all right, man. Or no, I just kept ignoring it. And then at one point he literally was just like, so how big are you? How big is your dick? And I was like, hey man, this is like, now I know what women feel like.
Oh yeah.
Dude. And I
have a plethora of gay friends, man. And they the world that they live in is vastly different, but also parallels the hungry ass dude that's trying to always hit every woman that he sees. But it's literally parallel to that. But they say what they want. They say what they want. They are very straightforward about it. And so it's interesting to hear those dynamics in the parallel world, just two different spectrums.
Dude, my buddy Pablo, I won't say his last name because I used to tell this on stage, and he would fucking come to shows and laugh at it. But my old he was actually my supervisor at a company I worked for way before comedy. Gay, my buddy Pablo. Lies, Jay, what about the TV show you did with the gay guy and it was cut? Well, first of all, first of all, crazy. He was not gay. Neither one of us are gay, but we played gay guys, and I don't think I like your tone right now, crazy.
They said y'all played the roles very well. I'm surprised it got cut. That's just what I heard. I don't know.
Yeah. What's crazy is it wasn't even for that show. We just fucking thought we'd make a video. No, so Pablo, this was fucking crazy. Just talking about like in that community, you know, or the gay dating scenarios. My buddy Pablo, who's gay, he went out with some flight attendants, male flight attendants that were gay, and one of them was married, quotes, was married and straight in quotes. Well, Pablo tells me as the night goes on, this dude is Pablo's like, this guy's kind of flirting with me, I think. Night goes on, few more drinks. They start making out. This straight dude with my buddy Pablo, right? End of the night comes, and Pablo says to this dude, just straight up, he goes, do you want to come home with me? And the guy goes, yes. And then Pablo says, okay, just so you know, we're going to fuck. Just like that. And the guy was like, oh, yeah, I know. And I told Pablo, I was like, I could never fucking do that as a straight dude. Like I might have the confidence up to the point of saying to a chick, yeah, I'm confident up to the point saying, do you want to come back to my place? And if she says yes, I'm fucking done. There's no fucking way I'd be like, okay, just so you know, if you come home with me, we gonna fuck. And she'd be like, oh, are we? Well, then I guess I'm not. I mean, like I told Pablo, I'm like, holy shit. He's like, yeah, fuck. And then again, what has he got to lose? You know, fuck it.
Hey, listen, I mean, yeah, you already not fucking. So which is gonna happen? You not gonna fuck some more. So yeah, that shit is hilarious.
Dude, it just used to kill me. And Pablo's like this little short Mexican dude. Just, okay, just so you know, we gonna fuck. I'm gonna fuck you. Yeah, no, I know. Yeah, I get it.
No, ain't no way. Ain't no way. I ain't never mustered up in my mind, I've always wanted to say it, but I've never pulled the trigger on being like, you know what, I'm about to say this shit right now. Let's see how this unfolds.
Dude, I wouldn't even feel comfortable saying that to Angel. Like, Angel, you ready to go home? Okay, just so you know. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Crazy Cutie said it's way easier to say it as a woman. Yeah, I mean, if a woman said, hey, do you want to come back to my place? And then I go, yeah. And if she, I mean, it's not like if I already say, yeah, I'm going back to your place, that's what I want to happen. So if she goes, just so you know, we're going to fuck, I'd be like, great.
This is what I was hoping for.
Yeah.
No,
say less. Let me get the Uber. All right. I got you. Yeah, exactly. Jackson, check this. I got yours here. Learning how to be happy with yourself first before trying to find happiness with someone else. Yes.
Hey, this came up. Obviously, we just passed Valentine's. We didn't have a Valentine's Day show, but I saw, I didn't go saw a lot. I saw several a lot of bitterness with people mad. I can't speak on what they feel. It just came off as, hey, I ain't got nobody. I hate that y'all have somebody, blah, blah. I need somebody, blah, blah, blah. You like, a lot of the same people that I saw saying that, I'm like, but do you even know how to be by yourself first? Like, I think it's important for people to learn how to A man couldn't even say that to
to an
That's funny.
escort. I know. Crazy Cutie said she said that before to someone.
Yeah. Yeah, I think people need to learn how to be by themselves first and learn how to love yourself first before you bring into somebody else, because all that extra you're looking for somebody else to make you happy when you ain't happy with yourself is a recipe for disaster.
Yes.
And I really kind of learned it this weekend even more so. I was like, shit, it was Valentine's Day on Friday. Would I have liked to have been with somebody? Absolutely. But what the fuck did I do? I treated the hell out of myself this past weekend. I had me a ball just being in my own little essence.
Yeah.
Went to myself shopping, went to eat, was stayed at home, watch movies. I mean, it was peaceful.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I was in a different headspace where I have to have somebody, if I could have done it this past weekend and been that comfortable with it. If that makes sense.
Yeah, no, 100%. I'm trying to think, like, all the Valentine's days I was single, I didn't give a fuck. I did not. It didn't phase me. I didn't put some woes me thing or fuck everybody else, or I didn't give a fuck. I just, like you said, I was just going about my day. And I always said that, with dating, I didn't want somebody to complete me. I just, I want somebody that complements my life. Crazy Cutie said, I dislike the idea of people not understanding that great point. Car, that's your new nickname. Unlocked. Car.
I got it. Okay, I appreciate it, Crazy.
And Steven said, yeah, only because it's a manufacturer holiday.
Yeah,
Agreed.
100%.
Yeah. But it's funny too is this is how I opened the whole Valentine's Day weekend. I was talking about when you're in your 30s and 40s, 20s, 30s, 40s, maybe not 40s, but your 20s and 30s, like, and you're with somebody, as a guy, your Valentine's Day gift, you're probably thinking like, oh, maybe I get some lingerie, maybe a little jewelry, little trinkets or something. Now that I'm fucking middle-aged, I got Angel a vibrating heated back pad or back massage thing. It was like, it's a weighted massage vibrating pad. And she fucking loved it. I fucking nailed it. And she got me 2 bags of edibles. And I was like, great. That's all that's all he needs.
We all good. It's very simple.
Yes.
It is very simple. But yeah, I don't know, man. It's a lot of loneliness in the world right now. And I get that part. But it's also kind of like, hey man, learn how to be by yourself. I had to think about it, man. I was like, when I was married, after I got divorced, I think I was by myself for maybe 4 or 5 years before I even dated somebody new. And after, say, since my ex, we probably going on 2 or 3 years now. So it's kind of like, all right, man, once you get into that mindset that, hey, let me learn how to do what I appreciate, what I love, what I want to do. And then that somebody else that comes in now is an addition to, they're not the whole package to my existence. Then, yeah, until you get to that pace, you're going to be forever cycling people in and out.
Dude, that is one of the worst dating scenarios, is when you are the other person's everything. You're their entertainment, they're like, I'm like, dude, you got to find a fucking hobby or something, man. Dude, like, get that shit away. Dude, I was dating one girl that, like, she had lost her job and she was looking for another job, but because she didn't have a job, like, her whole day was just like wanting to like me be her entertainment. What are you doing? You want to do something? I'm like, hey, I got shit I gotta do. What the fuck, man?
You do Indeed. How about you go a date Indeed? Or what's the word?
Yeah, LinkedIn. You need to hook up with link up with LinkedIn.
Right. Yeah, find yourself. If we have any end into this segment, it is find yourself first and be happy with you.
Complete yourself. Yeah.
Then go and open yourself up to in entertaining someone else. Yes. But don't do that to yourself.
Let's catch up on some of these topic or comments. Stephen Moody. A fertility Valentine's Day, a fertility festival celebrated in mid-February that includes sacrificing a goat and whipping women with its skin. The festival also paired off young men and women by lottery. Jesus.
Is that what Valentine's was?
That's one of the origins, he says.
Yes, indeed.
And then Anthony said, "Yo, I saw a guy on Facebook post that he was sick and tired of being alone on Valentine's Day. It was sad to see him say that. Self-love is very important. It's the key to being in love." Yeah, that's. I mean, that's yeah. I don't know posting that's going to do anything.
He did bring up a good point. It's a matter of fact.
Back to that escort conversation.
that lying ass dude we talk about sometimes. He posts all the time about how, oh man, these 304s don't want me and if you 304. But I'm like, dude, do you see the energy that you putting out there? And how you talking so bad about women, but you telling people how good of a guy you are, and that nobody understands it. And I'm bringing that to this point of learn how, dude. You don't even love yourself. You lie so much, you don't even love yourself.
Yeah, you may not even know who he is.
right. You don't even know who you are.
You may tell so many fucking stories.
So anytime I see a dude cycling through women like that, nine times out of 10, and I have to, as a man, I have to speak on it for us. It's us. It's you. It's you. Because most women will hang in there with a man as long as they possibly can and take it. But when a dude is cycling through, all right, bro, you take a strong look at yourself in the mirror, Blair.
Yep. And it's going to be so interesting because whenever it does happen, whenever you do end up, because I know that for those that don't know, Carlos is very goal driven, and he's got goals, and he's acting on those. He's taking the steps to achieve those goals, and very focused on that. And so he's definitely not hanging out with Carlos all the time and knowing Carlos. He's not looking, he's focused on his goals. So when it happens, it's gonna fucking be a blindside.
Well, we're gonna see. We'll see how this all unfolds.
Or maybe you'll just die alone. That's cool too.
Maybe I'll give you some cats. Yeah, something I'm allergic to. Actually, I need to get a dog. I do need to get a dog. Yes. I knew you were gonna say that.
I love it. I'll go fucking, when you go shopping, I'll go with you, and we're gonna go look at them. Oh, here we go. What are your immediate? Okay, here we'll do this in two parts. What are your immediate turn-offs and turn-ons? And I was going to say we should also do it in what are both physically and like personality or mentally.
All right, you go first. Since I posted the good, you go first.
Okay, I got physically turn-offs. We'll go back and forth like tennis. Turn-offs physically. This is such a fucking random one, but hairy arms. Like if a chick has like thick hairy arms, and if it's like black thick, like a fucking Italian chick.
God damn.
Grease.
Very specific.
No. I think hairy, like in general, like I'm not a fan of like hairy armpits or hairy legs, but that's, whatever. But hairy arms is like just a weird random one that comes into my head. That's one of the physical turnoffs. I mean, I'm trying to think of ones that are kind of like unique, not like, if a chick's got no ass, well, I mean, kind of everybody likes a nice ass, and everybody likes, the basics, so to speak. But hairy arms and hairy in general is probably my first would be my first thought on the turnoff. What about you? Will we go with your first physical turnoff?
Listen, the eyelashes are out of fucking control. That is an immediate turn off. I'm all for you guys. I know some of you guys ladies have to have. I'm all for the accent as long as it blends into your face. But when them shits be way out here and they curling up to your eyebrows, come on now. Every woman I see, it's almost like, oh, why did you do that to your face? Why did you do that to your face? Because it takes away, especially if she's a beautiful woman naturally. and she has those eyelashes, you like, do you really need that?
It's like, hold on, I'm bringing something
I
up.
know you
I'm bringing something up to show. Fucking damn it.
that why you pulling that one up. That and busted ass feet.
Oh, wait, hold on. I'm gonna share something. Share screen. There we go. This fucking thing.
Yeah, man. It's exactly why.
That's how the eyelids look, or eyelashes. Sorry. All right. Let me
add this one too, because Crazy Cutie said it too. With the bad breath. Listen,
Oh yeah,
last
bad breath.
year, I'm trying to think where we were. You weren't with us. We went to a party, and this girl was fucking gorgeous, and she came up and started speaking, and it was like
she had been eating shit burgers.
Oh my God. I was like, what is really going on here? It was so disturbing, but as a man, again, you're trying to process, can I get past that? Can I get past that?
Like kissing you, you're like,
this
fucking bob and weave.
Is this natural? Is this something? But then I saw the next day that was still the same thing, and I was like, yeah, nah, I'm not gonna be able to do this.
Did she have jack teeth?
No.
So it might be like just a fucking rotten one back here.
No. I mean, it was so disturbing. It was so disturbing because that's anytime you don't you're not around that person, but you still smell it. It's up in your nostrils. It's all up in there. That's
fucking
I don't know, but I'm
that's
sure
on there. That's on there for me too. Turn off of bad teeth / bad breath. Yeah, that's fucking.
And there was dudes still trying to holler at her. I mean, because we was at a party. It was they dudes. Yeah, baby.
Oh, that is such a. Here's. I guess I don't. Yeah, this would be physical too. Cigarette smoke. I can't date a smoker because I'm allergic to cigarette smoke. So if I've kissed a chick that right after she smokes, and then it's like the same symptoms of like getting sick. So that's a turn off. I'm just thinking about that chick's breath that I don't even know who you're talking about, but I'm like, God damn.
And I still see her on social media, and every time I see her pictures stink.
God damn. Just comment.
Your videos stink, your pictures stink. Everything. I can't get that out of my mind. I cannot get that out of my mind. That it was 2 days back to back.
Crazy said your dick ain't got no nose, car.
No, I don't want it to fall off. This is good. I don't know. No.
Moody asked about weed. I mean, I do edibles and I'll fucking smoke weed or vapes. I'm a pussy. I can't do flower, but that would be more the breath. Like if it is, it's not so much the weed. I don't care if you smoke weed, but if your breath stinks, it's just in general breath stanking.
Mustard sauerkraut.
Oh God, fucking. Just
that's a hard no-go. I would do the eyelashes before I did the breath.
Yeah, well, yeah. So would I. There's a lot of stuff I would. Okay, let me think. Hairy arms versus. I'll take hairy arms over bad breath. Yeah.
You yank the eyelashes off her face. Whoops! I'm sorry, baby.
Rip one off and brush your teeth with it.
Right. Put it on a toothbrush.
Yeah. All right, now you'll start this one. What's a turn off like personality wise?
Either overly aggressive or super passive. Either one of those two. You got to be in the kind of middle of the road. I don't want you to be the loudest one in the building, but I also don't want you for me to have to be pulling teeth in order to have a conversation with you. Those two things, I'm like, I'm good on.
So extreme either way, extremely quiet or extremely obnoxious or over the top. Personality wise, what's something that drives me nuts? I have to come back because I'm trying to think like I mean, but this is more, you find out more when you're in a relationship. I was going to say being late. It's a fucking, but I mean, unless it's the first date and the person's fucking late, but, I actually, this will be more encompassing. I guess just flaky in general is a fucking big turnoff. Not handling your shit, which I feel falls under flaky too. So just overall, just being flaky is I be about your shit, get your shit done. And then turn-ons physically, there's a few. I mean, again, not saying the obvious like nice ass and tits, blah blah blah, but I love like thick curly hair.
Okay.
Like a Latina thick curly hair, for whatever reason, it's always been a thing. I love like that thick curls.
Hold on, I'm gonna get some of these comments. Anthony Bolton said, "Whining and complaining women are deal breakers. Indecisiveness, yeah, those. Let's add that to the list. Insecurity is another major one.
Yeah.
Insecurity can kill it. We good. I'm good on that. But physical turn-ons immediately. I'm a sucker for eyes. Eyes, them light brown or green or blue, deep blue. I mean, I'm a sucker for eyes. That'll get you right in the game quick.
Interesting. All right. Yeah. All right. Any other things? Oh, one thing, and this is just like a dress type, but I don't know why, but I've always liked when women wear like they might have like a pinstripe suit top, but with with a skirt. I don't know, because maybe it looks like they're about business. I don't know, but that's a turn on. Certain outfits. Yeah, smile, eyes. I mean, those are eyes of fucking. I love brown eyes. Like I'm dating girls when I was young. A lot of girls would get like blue contacts, and I'm like, fuck all that. Brown eyes for me. I like the brown eyes. Mint Condition, that's my song, baby.
Oh yeah, Mint Condition is classic.
Yeah.
You got a plethora of that. I'm trying to think of anything else. I do the way a woman carries herself. When she ain't got to announce herself in the room, she walks in a room and everybody's like, "Who the fuck is that?" Without her saying anything. Oh yeah.
You know what? I agree, but I think that's more on the personality or like how they, I guess you'd say, but I agree 100%. I've always said like how a person carries themselves, like just classy, like it's yeah. I'm with you there 100%. Yeah. That's a good one, Carlos. I like that.
Hey man, I be peeping people now. I peeps.
You be peeping people. I'm
the people. People.
Let me catch up on some of these. Liars are people that always to look like they are trying to up you. What?
That's liars or people that always want to look like they're trying to up you. I got you. Yeah.
We used to call them toppers.
Yeah,
like they're always trying to top you, or one uppers. Like, oh, cool, man, you sold out 2 shows. That's cool. I just sold out 4. You're like,
right,
great,
like,
cool. Didn't know this was about you. Good smile, eyes and eyebrows. What's this? Groom. I think groaned well is nice. I hate when dudes groomed well. Is nice. I hate when dudes' mustache hair touches their top lip. Me too. I hate it on myself. Always try and trim that shit. You boys are good though. Thank you.
What are you trying to taste your facial hair?
Oh, dude, there's somebody I know that they're. Oh yeah, fucking my buddy. My buddy's he's got like a beard but his mustache fucking is like eyelashes going over his fucking lip, and I'm like, trim that shit. What the fuck are you doing?
That don't bother you, sir?
Yeah, dude. My dad, he wouldn't let me fucking do it though. But when my dad was getting up there, his eyebrows were fucking like out there, and I was like, hey, let me just fucking. He's like, fuck all that. What do I give a fuck? I'm like, I give a fuck because I'm out in public being seen with your Yosemite Sam fucking eyebrows. I'll say it. Or no, that was Foghorn Leghorn.
Yeah.
my girl's eyes are black. It's crazy. That's good. The dark brown black is great. All right, let me get to our next topic.
Hilarious. That's all right. There we go. We just learned a lot about each other in all
Yeah.
in that little time, man. Thank y'all for making the
That's what
comments.
it's all about, baby. Excuse me. I saw you post this. Do you believe that men today want to be treated like ladies when it comes to dating? That is interesting. That's hard for me to answer because I'm sure you probably hear more being single and like women that you courting or whatever. I'm sure they tell you like stories. So I don't know because I don't know if men. But what do you got? What up, Kalia?
What up, Kalia? I think the general consensus for any man under 40 right now, and I have to specify that by putting an age cap on it currently, but there are people over 40 that feel the same way, but the majority of them under 40 have this idea in their mind that I also want to be treated as good as you, the woman. Like it's your and let me phrase it again. I believe everybody should be treated equally in a relationship. It's reciprocal. You have to. It's a give and take in a relationship. But they want to almost you gonna give me flowers and you gonna take me out on a date and you gonna do this for me. And I'm like, well, where's the man in you? Now, should you get that? Absolutely. But the expectation of a lot of dudes under 40 right now that women have to treat them as good as a man would treat his woman, to me is kind of it's a bit weird.
Yeah. Moody was asking what was the question. I'll reread it. Do you believe that men today want to be treated like ladies when it comes to dating? Or you could say,
but
like,
you pick me up, you pick me up and you take me out on the date, and it's like again, those are, let's be very clear.
Yeah.
There is nothing wrong with that. If a lady does that, absolutely. But as a man, as a full-grown as man, I don't want to set the expectation that that's what a woman has to do for me in order for me to give back to her.
Yeah, I think it might be a generational thing because like I mean, you have lines blurring on people being bisexual or sex is fluid or preferences and all this stuff. So I don't. I think that might be more like young folks, but like me, dude, I remember on one of my actually, I think it was like my 22nd birthday or 20th birthday. I didn't have a car at the time, and this girl was taking me out, and so she was picking me up in her car, right? So I walked to her car, I opened the door, and on the seat were some flowers. She got me flowers, which
Okay.
I'd never. And this is how dumb I am. I literally thought, I was like, this bitch left some flowers she got from some dude.
All right.
And so when she got in the car, I was like, hey, where do you want me to put your flowers? And she goes, those are for you. I was like, oh shit. I don't fucking know. I'd never had anybody give me flowers before. And but yeah, it's me and you, I think, are of the same mind. Like I mean, and I would tell girls all the time, like, if I do something for you, I'm not doing something for you because I expect something in return.
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing something for you because I want to. I do things because I want to, not because I'm expecting, you reciprocate in something, and I hope the same. Like, if you want to do something for me, great. But, don't do it because you're like, I'm going to do this because I want this in return, So I don't know.
It should never. I mean, if you keep score in a relationship, that's already a questionable situation to me. I don't keep score when I'm dating somebody with respect to, like you said, I did this in order for you to give me something.
Right.
That again to me is weird, but it's also, and several people said it here. I think that generation, and you said it too. This generation, this younger generation, I should say, has a different perspective on what a relationship should look like. First of all, I want to put it in the microwave, and boom, we all happy together for now until this food gets cold, and I'm gonna get rid of you, and I'm gonna pop somebody else in the microwave and give me somebody else. It's not like that.
Right.
It's not like that at all. but for men, and I say that term, they use that word loosely in this case because I call them little boys, to expect for a woman to be the man in a relationship. I don't know how. Again, you're gonna be cycling in and out of relationships on a consistent basis. If that's your philosophy.
You know what's funny is first let me say I'm in Car's camp. Fucking Crazy Kitty's name for you. I'm with you. Like I'm in 100% agreement with you, but I also know that I think the younger generation, somebody could watch what we're saying and be like, well, that's like toxic masculinity or whatever. And I don't know. If it is, then I guess it is. And then I'm fucking.
And then I would, if they say something like that, then my question would be, do you know what toxic masculinity is? And explain it to me.
I don't.
Yeah, because now what is toxic masculinity in your opinion? What do you know it as? Because that's a valid question to kind of break that down even further to figure out where you're getting that from.
Right.
No, that's just the word that I hear on TikTok. Really?
Yeah. I mean, I maybe that's not the right term, but people might, or maybe they would just be like, "Oh, that's just old people thinking." You fucking old motherfuckers,
right?
But like Stephen or Moody said, "Is chivalry dead for the same category of people?" He meant say post 1990s, and that's a good question. I mean, there's so much shit that I just shake my head at as far as like dating, like the eating ass thing. I will never get behind it. I will never understand it.
That's what you got to do. You got to get behind it first.
Yeah. Yeah. I will never get behind it, literally or figuratively. Yeah, it's just wild to me. I mean, there's just certain things, and here's another one, and this is just a random one. I will never understand high waters, like how that's a fashion thing now. Just because how we grew up, like high waters, you got clowned if you wore high waters back in the day. And now these suits are just. I'm like, this dude's flooding. What are you wearing? And the skin tight high waters. What the fuck? Yeah. We'll never understand that. But it might be just a generational thing, and I mean, and I'm open enough to think maybe we have it wrong, Carlos. Maybe we're wrong in our thinking, and I don't know, but I don't think so. It's like doing something with the expectation or feeling like, well, I'm all about it, things being 50-50, but expecting or having expectations or almost like requirements of like, well, I need to get something out of this too. Then I don't know if that's the right mentality to go in if you're looking for a serious relationship. I don't know if that's the right mentality, in my opinion.
And I'm gonna go back to Stephen Moody about the chivalry dead. I don't think it's dead. I just think the teachers are few and far between now.
Because Carlos is teaching his sons about chivalry. So
I will smack them in the head if I ever see them disrespecting a woman because it's not how they were raised. That's not how it's supposed to be. I don't care what happens in their little funny world and they little child world that they dealing with and they coming up in. However, we're gonna teach them a different way. And then as they get older, then I don't have any control over what they do in their adult life, but I can sleep comfortably knowing you didn't get that from me if you choose to go down a different route.
Right. Yeah, I'm with you. Fucking Anthony said, I'm sick of younger couples calling each other bruh. What happened to calling each other baby? That's like, it's also, I remember I called my dad dude one time and he almost beat the shit out of me. I was like, dude, I'm just trying. He's like, who the fuck is dude? He goes, I'm not your fucking buddy.
I don't know. Well, I had to correct my youngest because he called. I heard him on the phone. He's like, nah, bruh. Well, bruh. He was on the phone. I was like, who are you talking to? He said, I'm talking to Michelle. I was like, no, sir. No, sir. Is Michelle, did she transition? Let me know what's happening there. No. Okay, well then don't call her bruh.
Yeah. I'm fucking Moody put num. I hope that's not about eating ass. Probably is though.
Something you said.
He did. Toss some salad, bro. Fuck off. There's dude. I could be in a
dressed in little croutons.
yeah, dude. I would just fucking throw up. I could be in a hostage, like, eat that ass or we're gonna kill you. I'm like, just go ahead, just fucking do it now.
Yo, you gotta be kidding me. If you got a gun to your head,
Oh
you
god,
telling me you gonna be like, you know what? This is where I go meet the Lord. Now I'm good. I'm done. I'm out.
yeah, I didn't tell you though. It's a dude's ass.
Take it. Take my life. I've done enough.
Yeah,
Just
there
let me
you
call
go.
my family. Sir.
You're like, you got another bullet in there when you're done with
Right.
Jay?
Let me call my family and tell them it's been real.
Yeah. It's a fucking defensive lineman from the NFL
no, I'm good.
after a game. You got to eat his ass, or you're gonna fucking I'm fucking throw up.
Bye,
Ugh.
adios. I'm out.
Oh god. And this is a perfect time to end. Let's end on that note.
Yeah, I think we've reached the end of this. Absolutely.
Somebody, you know, it's funny. Okay, I'll comment on this. Crazy Cutie said, "What if they just was in the shower with you?" Funny story. So, this is okay. God, this is probably like 25 years ago. I was dating this lovely lady, tall, long-legged, beautiful woman, right? And somehow we got on the topic of that, and she asked if I did that. I was like, hell no. And she goes, what if I was like, I just got out of the shower? I told her, there are not enough showers in the fucking universe for my tongue to go into your asshole. And so I'm like, if that's how you got to get off, then we're not going to be good for each other. But we just laughed about it. I was like,
No.
never happening.
What about in the shower?
No, man. I'm good. My mouth is going nowhere near an asshole. Anthony, I will do this. Anthony said, look, I don't eat ass, but I will bite a woman's booty cheek. Like, yeah, 100% with you there. And now people are going to be like, it's just like 2 inches over. Yeah, it's 2 inches over. And then it's a fucking Star Wars desert fucking monster with doo-doo. It's got doo-doo in it. I'm not going to the doo-doo.
Bring that bit back I had about this. It's hilarious. I got to bring it back now.
Fuck all that. No, just tongue punches. No, I'll fucking punch it. I mean, like, get that shit the fuck away from me. All right. Let's do speaking of assholes, let's do our plugs and get the fuck out of here.
Hilarious. They pull up this calendar. Yeah.
Holy shit. Crazy said, ooh, the moment you first try and she farts, you would die. Well, no, because I will never be there. Everything has doo-doo in it, bro. No, I'm good. All right, what do you got?
Made me want to turn this. I'm just gonna go to water now. I'm just gonna drink water from now on. Everything has doo-doo in it. I'm good on that. So where do we go from here?
Everything might have doo-doo in it, but I don't want to go to the tap. The fucking shit tap. Fucking let her up. Line it up. Yeah, Anthony. I don't eat assholes or chill.
I'm with that. I don't know.
Oh fuck! This got me a lot of laughter today.
This has been fun.
All right, hit it, Carlos. What you got?
Tomorrow I'm in Lake Havasu headlining the Kokomo Comedy Show. Then I am back for Jimmy Kimmel's Planet 13, LA Comedy Club, Jimmy Kimmel's again. We in Temecula after that. Where is that? Didn't Laugh, Boston, Kimmel's again. Y'all check out parttimefamous.com.
Yes, and I will be tomorrow. I'll be in Tempe, Arizona at the Tempe Improv all weekend. I'm opening for my buddy Delay. I don't know if he even knows though. I had a week moved and I hit up Tempe Improv because I saw Delay was there and they said, yeah, come on through. So I'm going to feature for Delay. The weekend after that, I will be in, I got some shows here in Las Vegas a couple nights, and then I'll be in Sacramento. And then Temecula the weekend after that with Carlos. We'll be in Temecula at Pachanga. Wow. And then after that, I'll be with Carlos and Kalia in Boston. And the week after that, Boise, Sanibel. I also just picked up a Washington, D.C. gig today. I got Philly, New
Nobody
Jersey,
hear about that. Nobody hear about
West
that at
Jordan.
all.
Somebody hit me up to. It's a
Shit,
charity event, but
Mm.
Philadelphia, New Jersey, St. Paul, Minnesota. Just go to bigirishj.com for tickets. And I'm going to read all these comments after we log off. And until next week, I love you all, and we'll keep trying to put the love back in you.
Y'all tell everybody about the show. Tell